Kate Ward, and this is your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip. And today we're talking a little about some new plants that just came in, but better yet, we're talking about bright indirect and or medium lighting, which is a lot of lighting in the home. And a lot of these plants that I'm going to show you today will live in those conditions. So without further ado, let's start right off. One of my favorite calatheas here, this is a rattlesnake calathea. Now, trick to this guy, use either rainwater, melted snow water that isn't freezing cold, or if you have a well, you should be okay, or let your water sit. And the reason is because our tap water tends to have additional salts and dissolved minerals and things in it. And these calatheas, the entire family, if you water them with it, it tends to actually build up on the edges, and specifically calatheas tend to go brown on those edges. And it's a result of the buildup of those salts in the edge of their leaves, and they go brown. So by using rainwater or snow melt water that's warmed up, because it's too cold otherwise, these are tropical, you tend to avoid that. And the other thing that I have discovered for myself with calatheas is that they really don't want to dry out. Now, does that mean you keep them in a puddle of water? No. But don't let that soil get dry. That'll also give you that ugly brown edge, and they look sad anyway, so don't do it. Get a moisture meter, they'll help. Some of the other new plants in the same, closely related, same conditions are these guys, and also, oh, this is a medium light lover. Isn't it pretty? Let's see, Georgianthus. I don't even know if I said that right. We've never had these before. They've been on the market for a little while now, but it's this fabulous purple. It's got a purple hue to it. Look at that on that leaf. Isn't that gorgeous? Nice thick leaf, medium light, bright indirect. It'll even take a little bit of low, but be careful on the high side of low light. What's low light? Low light means if you want to sit there and read, you probably should turn on a light in order to be able to have you read. So if you're reading a book and you're I can't see it, that's low light. I'm standing here in this light quality, and this is going to be medium to bright indirect, right? There's no sun shining directly on me, so it's not direct light. It's bright indirect. Another fabulous plant we have here. We don't have a lot of them, obviously. They're not usually available. This is a nun's orchid. This is actually a terrestrial. That means it grows in the ground orchid and doesn't like to dry out either. Moist, consistently moist, not wet. And so terrestrial versus most other orchids actually live on purpose in trees, and they put their roots out to capture moisture from rain and high humidity. But these guys actually want to grow in the ground, so that's the terrestrial part of this orchid. But really unusual, we don't have it a lot. Who else do we have here? We have this. This we don't have terribly often. You see it? This is Ficus triangularis. So looks like a triangle, right? It's in the ficus family, if you've ever had one of those. These are ficus as well, if we look over here. This is something you might be used to seeing. The fiddle leaf fig, people have heard. Those are also in the ficus family, but this is one we don't see as much. Bright indirect, low shrubby round guy. Again, more moist than dry on these plants. All right. This is a fabulous larger staghorn fern. That's going to be, obviously it's a hanger. This is going to be a medium light plant. This naturally grows in other plants. So this is an epiphyte in nature. Doesn't do anything to the plants it grows on, but it grows in other plants. So kind of like I said, this orchid was terrestrial and most others lived in trees. They're epiphytic. So that said, this guy is just amazing. We're able to get it. It's kind of in its natural environment. For you in the house, take it, put it in the sink to water it, take it back out, let it drain, hang it back up. But a fabulous thing that we don't have often in this form. Who else is here? These, the elephant ears have started to arrive. I love them. So we have a couple of different kinds right now. They're called elephant ears. You can kind of imagine why, right? All right, I don't think it's what elephants look like, but something like this. But they're called that because they look like elephant ears. There's a couple different varieties here. That is Dark Star, and I don't remember who this is. Who's this? Serendipity. What a great name. This actually, most of the time, people will put this as the Thriller in their containers for summer. But if you didn't know, medium light makes a fabulous houseplant. Don't let it dry out. It'll get sad if you do. Same family, but amazing. So this is Zebrina. You can guess why, because it looks like a zebra has come and hung out and painted the stalks here. So that said, some great cool plants we have, unusual for the house. Come on in and see us. We'd love to help you out. This has been your Dickman Farms Smart Gardening Tip.